Greetings from Podcastville. It's Wednesday, the 14th of April. The joint is brought to you by Zip Recruiter. Listen, good help is hard to find. You know that. It's like trying to find a fucking needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job online or at a corkboard down at the fucking coffee shop, but then you gotta sit there and hope the right person walks by and sees it. Stop dreaming and try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Listen, whether you have a small business or a huge business with 200 employees, ZipRecruiter is for you. Why? Because one click and your job gets sent to over 100 of the top job sites. And here's where it gets freaky. Their matching technology hooks you up with the people with the skills and experience that you need. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. 2.3 million businesses have already used ZipRecruiter. Listen, you know what ZipRecruiter is about? Time and money. It saves you time and money and lets you do as a business owner what you're supposed to be doing. So do me a favor right now. You can try ZipRecruiter for free. Joey, what are you talking about? ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Try it for free. Give it a shot. Take a chance. Columbus did. Just by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Save time, money, energy, and get the right candidate for your job. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. The joint is also brought to you by Onnit. Listen, May 3rd through the 16th, Onnit is having their semi-annual fucking sale. This is the biggest blowout of the fucking year. Alpha Brain powder, Shroom Tech, New Mood, protein bars, apparel. They got some new stuff coming out, which I got to get all the right information on. All I know is Onnit is the company for you. Anytime, who got me out of the slump when I moved to Jersey? Alpha Brain. I was over here mumbling and stuttering like fucking, Alpha Brain, help you out. One on a 6-week fucking cycle. You're looking at me, I'm looking thinner. It's Shroom Tech that's helping me get better workout results. Why am I sleeping better? New Mood. I rotate that in my sleeping. This is it. At night, why am I losing weight? Because I'm not eating salami sandwiches. What am I eating? Protein bites, 7 grams of protein, low sugar. Onnit is the company for you. Go to their website right now. Take a look at their supplements. Take a look at their kettlebells, their club bats. Take a look at what they're seeing. This is a company of health. Go order Alpha Brain. The reason why I've been with Onnit for 10 years is because of one thing. Alpha Brain, their product, they have 100% money back guarantee, and they don't want the product back if it don't work for you. When somebody does that, they're telling you a commitment. So go to Onnit.com right now. Look, read. Read about Alpha Brain. Read about Shroom Tech, New Mood. They have so many great products that can help you out. If you don't like pills, they got the instant powder, and it tastes fucking tremendous. You see, I ran out of the other one. So go to Onnit.com right now. Take a look at what they got. Press in Church or Joey and get 20%, 10% delivered right to your fucking house. All right? Who's better than you? Nobody. Go to Onnit.com right now. Let's start this motherfucking podcast. It's a Wednesday. And we got a lot to fucking talk about here. Candles are lit, cocksuckers.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. Yeah, Joey's in the back.
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
Greetings, cocksuckers. It's Wednesday morning. Hope you guys are doing great. No guest today. You guys are fucking happier than ever. Everybody complained. We want Joey. No more fucking guests. I try to bring you guests. I told you, this is a hybrid fucking podcast. It's going to be different every week. We're going to come at you from different directions to keep you fucking surprised. And that's it, and that's that. Let's talk about this. Can you believe this shit? Finally, I go through a fucking vaccine, and it's giving people blood clots. This is what I'm talking about, people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Why the fuck would I go up there? Now, I was happy down here, minding my own business. Nobody had COVID. Now I go up there. Now I'm getting fucking calls that fucking Johnson & Johnson's getting blood clots. Let me tell you something. I didn't even get a fucking reaction from it. I got a headache. The only thing I did get was this happened to me Sunday night, and it was fucking terrible. I don't even know if I told you, Mike. I'm sitting here. No. We're watching TV. My wife goes to fucking bed. You know, we watch our 2 episodes of Cobra Kai with Mercy. We come down. I come downstairs. You know, I get my ice pack. I get the fucking tins. I put it on my knee, and I watch TV for a little while. When I have the ice pack on and the tins, I make a few fucking calls. You know, I check in with George, I check in with Lee, I check in with some other buddies of mine, and then I watch TV for a little while. And then when I get bored of TV, I practice the fucking guitar. By that time, I make a tea. I'll drink a sleepy time tea, or I drink my kimono tea. Yeah, I drink at sleepy time. What are you, fucking nuts? They do have a sleepy time. It's fucking tremendous. Nappy nunu time. I drink my little sleepy time tea, and I come downstairs, and I play the fucking guitar for a little while. And then when I feel the zhit, I go upstairs and I fucking go to sleep, right? That, I swear to God, that's the same story every fucking night. Some nights I pop a new mood. I keep it fucking, because listen, my body gets used to everything that I fucking take. So if I take tryptophan, I can only take it 2 nights. Then I got to switch to melatonin from Onnit. Then I got to switch to Kikomo, has a fucking tincture that you put under your tongue. I switched to that 2 nights a week. And then Chang sent me a fucking CBD that also sleepy time that I fucking do that. I do a little CBD lion to fucking help me. So I got to rotate my fucking sleeping stuff. Every night I rotate it so I don't get used to it, so my body doesn't get used to it. People always say, oh, just drink fucking melatonin. That's great. I drink melatonin, for one, to help with the COVID. Onnit has it. And number 2, because it helps you get better sleep. 6 fucking sprays. I do 12. I'm not going to lie to you. I do 12 to go a little deeper into the fucking murky waters of the underworld. Because I fucking hate getting up in the middle of the night. My biggest problem is I get up in the middle of the night. You know how many times I've gotten in the middle of the night? In the last 3 months, maybe 5 times, and that was because of the knee. What I would do is I would go to bed pissed off about something, and then wake up at 4 in the morning, and I would fucking, God damn it. And I would go downstairs. This is when I lived in L.A., I would write. I got myself into writing whatever the fuck was bothering me, and within 2 minutes you're in bed. That's it. Just write it out. If you wake up in the middle of the night, don't turn the TV on. Don't get involved in something. Just fucking go downstairs, take out your journal, start journaling a little bit, and fucking you'll go back to sleep. So Sunday night, because everybody kept telling me you're going to get reactions from the fucking shot. Well, I left Tuesday and Wednesday open last week. Tuesday at 10 o'clock, I was at the gym on the fucking bike. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm supposed to be tired right now and severe nausea. Thank God I got my fucking relief band. This motherfucker's going to be with me forever. I got no fucking nausea. So I went to the gym, 20 minutes, nothing. Went back Wednesday. I left Wednesday open too. Nothing. So I didn't get any fucking symptoms. So I'm like, well, but I had a little bit of a headache. I've been getting a little bit of a fucking headaches. So what I did was I said, fuck, just been taking Tylenols. And I'm like, fuck, this headache has been lasting a little bit more than usual. That's the only side effect I could complain about. Now, Sunday night was completely different. I did my little nappy nunu tea. I did my sleepy time. I didn't even do THC that night, just to let you guys know where I was at that night. I said, tonight I'm going to give THC a break. I'm just going to go with the fucking melatonin, and I'll drink some sleepy time. Okay. I fucking come downstairs. Now, in the basement, this is where I rehabbed. I have the fucking chair that you go all the way back like a zombie or recliner, and you sit there like an old man, and I watch TV. I put ice on my knee. I put some tins on my knee. I watch TV. Well, I did all that shit fucking Sunday night. I'm sipping my tea. Between us, I probably took 5 sips of the tea. There was still half of it. Great flavor. And I took the melatonin. I'm laying there. And it's starting to get fucking hot in here, right? I'm like, fuck. Now I got a hooded sweatshirt on. I got my T-shirt underneath, regular T-shirt. And I got the heater 10 feet away from me, but I got the screen door behind me. it's usually a little cold in that area, you know what I'm saying? But that night, I'm like, fuck, it's unusually hot in here. And all of a sudden, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. I take my sweatshirt off, I'm down to a t-shirt. I'm like, fuck, it's hot in here. I get up, I turn off the fucking heater, I sit back down again. I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching. I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, I start sweating. Just sweating out of nowhere, profusely. Just fucking sweating. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, fuck. And all of a sudden, I take my t-shirt. I'm downstairs sitting there with my tits out, like on that plane that time with Gabriel. I'm fucking wiping my head off. I'm sweating. I tried to I didn't know what the fuck to do. You know, I had some water on the right side, you know, like a little bottle of water I had there. I had my little sleepy time tea on the left. I started drinking the water. I put some on my head to cool me down. And next thing you know, I woke up, it was 1 in the morning. I must have fucking passed out. So whatever reaction I had to the vaccine, I think it was that. I wake up Monday morning, everything's fine. I go to the gym. My first 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the gym were a little rough. By the time me and Mike did the podcast, I was okay. It went through, boom. Fucking this morning I wake up and it's all over the fucking news that, you know, J&J is causing blood clots. You know me, dog, I got a clinic right on fucking hand. I called the guy up. I'm going for a fucking blood test later on today. He told me, you know, because I don't have to stress the fucking not eating. That's what kills me about blood tests. When they tell you can't eat in the fucking morning and then you have to go in, that's when I faint. So I'll go in for a fucking blood test. I don't have no blood clots. I've been riding the bike every fucking day. I don't take a fucking day off that goddamn bike. So if I get a blood clot, I don't know. You know me, I'm on blood thinners. I take a baby aspirin every night at 8 o'clock with my dinner to prepare me because it's 12-hour coverage for your fucking heart. So can you believe this shit? I go up and get a shot that I'm fucking... Listen, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not a fucking conspiracy theorist. I just wanted to make life easier for everybody around me. I wanted to make life easier for my wife. I wanted to make life easier for my daughter, for Mike. Now I could go out. Now I could venture out and enjoy Jersey. That's why I went up there and did the shot. Now you're telling me that the fucking shot causes blood clots. So now I'm thinking, like, the needle didn't even hurt. So now I'm thinking about going and getting a fucking Moderna one, 2 shots of that shit and going through that again. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to fucking check for blood clots. I'm going to get my blood drawn, and I'm going to have them do an antibody test, and then we'll take it from fucking there, okay? So I hope nobody worries. I've been exercising every day, the whole fucking thing. I guess I read this J&J thing, and it's creating some type of, like, a stroke effect. But let me tell you guys what happened. 10 years ago, not even, when I was 50, you know who I'm surrounded with out in L.A. I was surrounded with a bunch of fucking health nuts, and one of them told me to fucking go on testosterone. I went to the doctor. I did a blood test. My doctor's like, your testosterone is fine. He goes, in fact, it's even better than what it should be. You're fine. But against his best wishes, I went to a testosterone doctor because my healthy buddies were like, you got to go to get testosterone. You got to get testosterone. You got to get testosterone. So I started doing a little shot of testosterone every day. It was all legit. A doctor did it up in fucking Van Nuys. I went to see him once a fucking week, and I started putting on weight. I'm supposed to lose fucking weight. I went from 315 to 330. I'm supposed to be losing weight on testosterone. I'm the only fat fuck that's gaining weight on fucking testosterone. Even though my fucking acupuncturist told me, she goes, don't do that fucking testosterone. You don't need it. Trust me right now, you don't fucking need it at all. I kept doing the fucking testosterone. I went to D.C. I had a migraine headache for like 3 fucking days. I finally couldn't take it no more. I went to the doctor and they told me I was creating too many fucking red blood cells. So they had to drain my fucking blood. You didn't want to be around me that night. I must have fainted 18 fucking times, okay? When I looked up and saw the tube connected to me and that they were drawing blood into that fucking tube, I nearly fainted. So I know all about that shit. So I'm not going back for that at all. I'll go this afternoon. I'll take my fucking little blood test. They'll check for blood clots. They'll check for fucking to see if I get the antibodies in me. Because I didn't feel nothing in that fucking needle. Who knows what was in that fucking bottle? You know, so for me, I just want to be double safe. And I just want to assure you, because a couple people checked in with me. Thank you very much, guys. You guys knew I did the fucking... I had some nice emails, people saying, because you did it, you encouraged me, whatever. You know, there's a lot of there's a lot of fucking hate going on out there. I just did what was best for me and my family. If I want to do stand-up in the future, whatever the fuck I have to do, I don't have to worry about it because I'm vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? But if it's only going to last 6 months and I'm going to have to get a boost anyway in September to go to the premiere of The Sopranos, it looks like that's what I'm going to fucking do, okay? Number 2, I want to talk to you about something, people. You motherfuckers that keep hitting me up about Sharon Osbourne. Let me tell you something. I don't know nothing about Sharon Osbourne.
What?
I don't want to know nothing about Sharon Osbourne. I don't mess with Sharon Osbourne. I've never met Sharon Osbourne. I've never met Ozzy Osbourne, and I keep to myself. I had an opportunity one time to meet them, and I was like, let me think about it. And I said, let me just pass on it for right now. I love Ozzy too much, and I'm scared to say the wrong thing in front of fucking Sharon, and I don't want to end up fucking dead. You understand me? When it comes to Sharon Osbourne, those bitches will kill you. Sharon Osbourne's about to go fucking off any week now.
What?
She's about to go off. I don't know. They fired her on The View. You know, after 10 years, she's got a lot of shit to say. I don't know Sharon Osbourne. I've never met Sharon Osbourne. I'm sure she's a very lovely lady. I read the book, The Man Who Led Zeppelin, by Peter Grant, and it was the Peter Grant's biography. And Peter Grant learned everything he knew from Sharon's fucking father, who was a manager, who was Black Sabbath's original fucking manager, who robbed them and all that shit. It's, again, no disrespect to Sharon Osbourne. I don't want no problems with Sharon Osbourne. I'm just saying what I read in the fucking books here, okay? I'm just repeating what I read in the books here. I don't want no problems with Sharon Osbourne. I'm just saying that I don't know what happened on The View. Do I look like I watch daytime TV? Why do people keep asking me this shit? What do you think I do all day? Just sit around and watch the fucking news? I hate daytime television. Every time I put the TV on in the daytime, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my life? Throughout this pandemic, I knew that if I turned the TV on in the daytime, I would die. I knew if I turned it on, I would die. So that TV doesn't even think of fucking going on until 8 o'clock at night. So I've never watched the fucking View. I love Cheryl Underwood. I've known Cheryl for 20 fucking years. She's a phenomenal comic. I don't know if you guys knew that. She was a fucking tremendous stand-up comic. Cheryl is a fucking force to reckon with. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what went down. I don't want to know, and I don't know if so. So you people that keep asking me emails, if Sharon wants to come on the Osbourne, if Sharon wants to come on a podcast and talk about what happened, you know me. I'll take it with open arms. But besides that, I don't know nothing about Sharon Osbourne. I've never met her, and I don't want her because I don't want to say the wrong thing and for her to fucking go off on me or whatever. I don't need that in my life. I got no problem with English people and Meghan Markle and fucking Piers Morgan and the King of Wales. I got no problems with these people. I don't know these people. I salute, whatever the Italians say, whatever. Go enjoy yourself. I don't know what the fuck to tell
you about?
I don't know. A bunch of people like, what do you think about Sharon Osbourne? I don't know nothing about Sharon Osbourne. And don't ask me out in fucking public. If you're going to DM me about it, DM me about me. I don't even want to put Sharon Osbourne on Twitter. I don't even want to write, I don't even want to write Sharon. Never mind Osbourne. I don't want nothing to do with these people because they'll fucking sink your boat. I'm scared of Sharon Osbourne. If you know how women are scared of fucking Harvey Weinstein with the missing teeth? Like now he's missing 4 teeth. He's got a pneumonia. They put that shit on Twitter like to make you feel bad for Harvey Weinstein. He's missing 4 teeth. Well, now he get better head in fucking jail because you know he's giving head in there. They got that little 60-year-old man there smacking him, suck my dick, Harvey. Harvey's over there gumming him to death. That fucking, I don't know. I don't know. We're talking about Sharon Osbourne. All of a sudden we end up on Harvey Weinstein with no teeth. This is what I'm saying, guys. I'm back. You understand me? That's how you know I'm back.
When he survived COVID?
I'm survived COVID, and I'm fucking... Harvey survived COVID. Remember they were scared that Harvey's going to get COVID. Who gives a fuck? When he was raping women, he wasn't worried about fucking COVID, so now, fuck him. What he's trying to do is fight extradition to California. I read that somewhere, that they're going to extradite him. What the fuck for? The damage is done. He's already going to fucking die in jail. You want to extradite him to California and do what? Give him 20 more years? They already gave him 2,000 fucking years. He's going to rot under the cell, poor fucking Harvey. And all that money can't save him. Fuck him. That's what happens. Fucking torturing Hollywood fucking actresses. Again, I don't know nothing about Sharon Osbourne, so I don't know. I want to know. And this is what's going on. But on a brighter note, I do want to talk to you about what's going on in my life. This is going to be a big time fucking podcast today. You know, I love doing what I do. And I love talking to a lot of you guys. You know, you guys know it. There's a lot of you that have relationships with me on the internet. We've never met, and we have great conversations, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Patreon, whether it's on Twitter. You know, you guys go back and forth with me. I read your messages, you know. I read your stuff. Whenever you post that a family member or something, I always say prayers or candles lit, just to give you a gleam of hope. You know, I believe that people deserve, you know, hope. You know, when somebody puts something stupid on Facebook, that's one thing. But there's people that actually are honest on Facebook, and they write what their real feelings are on fucking Facebook. And some people, you know, say stupid shit to them. When somebody has the balls to not DM you, but to put on there, I'm having a rough day today, my father's dying. It's not for people to go, you know, fuck you or whatever. And I've seen it on Facebook. Even if I don't know that person, I'll stop and just go, hey man, prayers lit, or just something to let them know, to let them believe in, you know, because I've been there. I know what it's like. This last year or two, whatever, we've all experienced some form of death, and it never, you never fucking think about it until it hits your backyard. But with everything that's been going on, there's been 1,000 fucking deaths, and all of us have heard a story of somebody or something, you know, and it's finally hit me over here. You know, when I got off the plane, I feel that me moving here was meant to be. You know, I'm very happy about my decision. I have no regrets at all. Whatever happened, happened. Great 23 years. It's on to the next chapter of my life. Whether we do stand-up, whether we do movies, whether we get into theater, whatever the fuck I do, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy. My family's happy. My wife is happy. My daughter's happy. But things have happened in my camp, too, that I don't put on Facebook. You know, I just tell you guys at the podcast. You guys are my fucking psychiatrists. You guys lift me up, you know. That's why I lift you up, or I try to lift you up whenever you're down. In 1981, listen, man, I've had 20 fucking moms. I don't know about you guys. I've had 20 moms. Most people have like a mom, a grandma, and then like a friend's mom or a mother-in-law. I've had 20 fucking moms, from Marianne Balzano to Anna Bender to Joan Ronnie to Mitzi Shore to fucking my godmother. You know, I've had so many women, strong women, that have been in my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I'm very fucking fortunate about that. You know, in life, you never really get to say goodbye to somebody. It sucks. It sucks that I never got a chance to say goodbye to Ralphie. I never got a chance to say goodbye to Brody. But you live with that. And then you make your own peace and you mourn, and life goes through with that. Well, this week, I had to do what you guys have been doing for the last year, and that's putting somebody down. You know, I didn't have to put somebody down at all. When I got back here, you know, I was really happy about. My plan was to come back here and thank Anna Bender and Joan Ronnie for taking me in when I was younger. Anna Bender took me in 1979, and then I had a problem at the house, my behavior, and I had to leave, and I had to find a different place to live. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, and the Ronnies took me in. The Benders or the Ronnies are two great families in Boulder and North Bergen. North Bergen had a ton of great families when I was growing up. The DiLorenzos, the Benders, the Ronnies, the Tizios, the Ascalises. I mean, there were so many big-time families that helped me out. The Lebranos, you know, they all fucking, Mrs. Lebrano's a mom to me, you know. But in 1981, it was a different Coco. And Mrs. Ronnie took me in. Mr. and Mrs. Bob Ronnie took me in. His name was Robert, and her name was Joan. Josephine. Joan is my sister, her daughter. And they had 4 boys, and I considered them all my brothers. When they took me in April 21st of 1981, and it's April 12th of 2021. That's 40 years that they've been in my life. And I'm fucking proud, you know, for all you people who think that, yeah, I was a criminal and all that stuff, but I was still a human being. And I never forgot the people who took care of me. It was very important for me to not forget about these people. I didn't want them to think that their love towards me was in vain. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you never want, like when a comic helps you, like if you're a young comic and an older comic helps you, you want to do well to make them proud of you. So later on in the career, they'll say to you, you know what? You could go up to them and go, thank you, like the way I do on podcasts with different comics that have helped me over the years, whether it's Joe or whether it's Greg Fitzsimmons or whether it's Theo. A ton of comics have looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? So in life, a lot of women looked out for me when I was growing up. And I'll never forget the Ronnies coming to me and going, hey, we talked to our mom and dad. It's okay if you can move in with us. And I'm going, what the fuck? You know, how do people open up their houses to a stranger? I knew Mrs. Ronnie. She was the crossing guard at the high school, and I always said good morning to her. I was always polite to her. And here, 2 years later, I'm going to move in with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, thank God I was always nice and sweet to her, and she remembered me and whatnot. But, you know, as soon as I got back here, I got back August 19th, and September 5th, her son, Mike, his wife passed away. And there was a party, and we all went down there that Saturday, and we saw Mike. I went to the wake, you know, the whole fucking deal. And they're my family. I mean, they are my family, no matter how you cut it. And then since they were in Tom's River, they're close to me, Mrs. Ronnie. I've been down there a couple times to see her, say hello. I brought her some Italian cookies. You know, I ordered those tins for Christmas, and I brought her some of those. I've gone down there a couple times. Now, she's old. You know, she's been sick for years. You know, she's had cancer for like 10 years. So she's had it under control. Now, I went there Easter. I went down there with my wife, my daughter. We went down there for the early half of Easter, like for an hour just to sit with them. Mike came down. Steve came down. Some of the boys were there. And I go down there, and we ate some sandwiches. We got some fucking great Italian sandwiches, and we ate them. When I went down there Easter Sunday, I don't know, check your calendar. I don't know what date Easter Sunday fell on, but she was in great shape. We were talking. We were having a great time, talking about this and that and this and that, and all of a sudden I get a call 4 weeks ago. I get a call maybe 3 days after Easter that she's having a hard time. You know, I said if there's anything I could do, blah, 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 blah. They just called me to tell me they rushed her to the hospital. And then when she came home, we went back down there. And she had just come from bingo that day, and she was doing fine. She went to bingo. She didn't play bingo. She was just counting the numbers or helping people. I don't know what she was doing down there. She's a big bingo chick. She's retired. That's what you do when you retire. You play bingo in those small communities. So I went down there again, and then about a week ago, I got a call that they put her in the fucking hospital again, and that the cancer is all over her body, and that they're giving her a little time, and that, you know, we're all going to go down there and meet. They're going to put her in the hospice. She wants to die at home, so they're going to put her at home, you know. When I got that call, you know, I called Joan, my sister. I called my brother Mike. You know, I was a little bit emotional. You guys know me. I get emotional about that shit. But then I put it in perspective. I go, you know what? There's no reason for me to get emotional. I'm going to go down there and talk to her. That's it. How many fucking chances do you have to go talk to somebody and tell them how you feel? Not a lot, especially before they punch the ticket. Not a lot, you know. So I went down there. I didn't know. Saturday, my daughter had a softball game. And after the softball game, we hung out with some parents. And I had a fucking, you know, I had to say goodbye because I had to go down there. I had to meet Mike and, you know, Bobby and fucking Ricky and Mike's daughters were down there. So I just want to go down there for Mike, you know. For me, I wanted to see Mike also. They've all been vaccinated. You couldn't go in the house unless you were vaccinated. You had to wear a mask, you know. I got down there Saturday. I saw Mike, I hugged him and shit, And then I went inside and I saw her, and I gotta tell you guys, fucking cancer is no fucking joke. Easter was 4 weeks ago. Last time I saw her was 2 weeks ago. In those 2 weeks, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it just ran through her fucking body. So I went inside with Mike first, and we sat with her and talked, and she was in and out, not really hearing you. I covered her feet, I grabbed her hands, and then I went back outside because I wanted to go back inside with her. I just wanted to be alone with her. So I went outside with Mike. I sat him down. I had an edible for him in the car, so I gave it to him. And then I went inside, and I had my chance with her. And I sat next to her. The dog was on the floor. I pet the dog, and her hand was holding onto the railing because they got her in like a medical bed. So I held on to her hand, and I told her that I was a lost kid in 1981. I had nothing going on. I didn't know what the fuck to expect. When somebody invites you to live with them and you're a kid, you're like, well, I guess it's time to get raped or time to get molested. This is what the Boy Scouts is for, to prep you for this shit. I didn't know what the fuck to think, but listen, they treated me like they treated all 5 of those fucking boys. I went right into the house, and I fit right into that fucking house. And they looked after me. I lived there for a whole summer. They never asked me for a dime. Finally, in September, Mr. Ronnie said, either you go back to school or you get a job. I don't care what you do, but you either got to go to school and get free rent, or you have a job and pay rent. So I quit school my senior year. I didn't see any sense in going back. So, I paid him rent, and I ended up staying there I ended up living there for about 18 months with them until I robbed a jewelry store. And I didn't leave there in a bad way. I left there because I didn't want the cops harassing them. Mrs. Ronnie, now she wasn't a crossing guard no more. She had become a sheriff. So I didn't want to put in a position for her to have to fucking arrest me. So she was a Hudson County sheriff. So I'm like, fuck.
The conflict of interest.
No, yeah, I'm living with a cop. She's probably going to get the report, and she's going to have to be, in a conundrum, whatever you call it, because what the fuck? I got this guy living with me. I can't arrest him. So I didn't want that to happen. So I ended up going to Sarasota, Florida. I wrote them a handwritten letter before I left, and I put it on their bed. I put 2 weeks of rent in there, because that's the type of guy I am. And I fucking went to Florida, and I didn't call them for the 6 weeks I was in Florida. But when I came back, I went over there, we laughed about it, and here we are 40 years later. I wasn't there for when Bobby Ronnie died, the father. I don't know where I was. I think I was doing time. And Joan's husband died, and he was a dear friend of mine, and I wasn't there for when he died. But I'm happy that I'm here for Mrs. Ronnie. I'm really happy I went down there. Now, the whole time that I was talking to her, I told her that I was a lost kid, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Thank you for treating me like a mother. Thank you for giving me a mother's love. I told all the things I was supposed to. I apologized to her for causing ruckus in the house. I tried to even loosen it up. Mr. Ronnie, when he was alive, his mother died, and I went out that night and got drunk, and he had a suit hanging up next to the chair, all ironed and steamed to wear to the funeral. And I decided to drink vodka and orange juices that night. So I'm sitting in his chair, and all of a sudden I just started heaving puke, and I puked on his suit. And they were pissed at me for 2 days. So I even apologized to her for that. I'm sorry for puking on Mr. Ronnie's suit the week of his mother's funeral. I'm sorry for all the craziness, but I love you. I told everything. She squeezed my hand a little bit. She didn't say much. Her lips were just quivering. And she squeezed my hands a little bit, and that was it. I was good to go. I got to say goodbye. I got to thank her for what she had done. I walked out, I hugged Mike. We talked a little more, you know. They sparked the number. I had to drive, so I didn't want to smoke, so I didn't smoke. And then the weirdest fucking thing happened. I said, all right, I got to say goodbye to Mom. Now, throughout the whole time I was in there, we had like a little 8-minute chat. She didn't fucking say nothing. She was just quivering and whatever. And I know she was hearing my words. She just, you know, I could tell when she squeezed my hands that she was telling me thank you for saying those things to me. But she hadn't said nothing. So as we were leaving, I hugged Mike. I go, let me go say goodbye to Mom. I don't know if I'm going to have time Thursday or Friday. I'm going to try to go back there again. I don't want to say that was the last time I'm going to see her, you know. I'm going to try to go down there again this weekend. You know, people coming every day. You know, the only rule is we got to wear a double mask. But I'm happy I got to say goodbye to her. But when I went back inside, I said, Ma, I'm probably going to come back and see you. You know, if you need something, tell Bobby, let him call me. I'll leave Bobby my number. Just remember I love you and all this. And out of nowhere, she goes, I love you too. She uttered the words, and then she fell back to sleep. I fucking walked out of there just blown the fuck away. You know, I had to show my strength for the boys. Like, I had to walk out of there and show like nothing happened. They didn't ask what happened. I didn't say nothing. It was between me and Mrs. Ronnie. I walked out, I hugged them, I talked to them for a little while, and then I got my car and drove home. And I got to tell you guys, I mean, for me, I lost my parents when I was 16. I don't have to sweat it anymore. You know, that was a loss for me. That was a loss for me the other day. And I had to think about something. This is fucking interesting as fuck, because what would you rather do? Find your mom like I did on the floor and not be able to say goodbye to her, or see your mom die slowly and suffer? It's just a horrible fucking situation for us as men and women that, you know, we have to do this to our parents. I mean, I think it's fucking terrible. Listen, my mom went away. I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to her. She gave me a couple clues, some things that I hold on till today. You know, I got a chance to say goodbye to Marilyn Martinez, and right there from her deathbed, she told me that God didn't want me to do coke, and I bought into it, and I never did coke again. You know, I was very happy that I got to say goodbye to Marilyn, and I got to be honest with you, I really, really, really wanted to apologize to Mrs. Bender before she passed. She passed. I sent flowers. Hopefully I'll get the strength someday in the balls to knock on their door and apologize to the kids. I talked to the one brother, we're still tight. But I'm happy I had the opportunity to go down to Mrs. Ronnie on Saturday. And if you guys know anything about me and the Ronnie family, you know that it meant the world to me, guys. It meant the world to me to be able, and for her to say that she loved me at the end after our conversation, that was as good as it gets in my fucking world, guys. So I understand you now. When you guys hit me on Patreon, and when you guys hit me on Instagram, or hit me on fucking Facebook and tell me to light a prayer that your parents are going down, or a sister or a brother, well, now I'm part of the fucking club. You know, I lost a sister-in-law, you know, during all this, who I was very tight with, who helped me a ton with fucking comedy in the very beginning. And now I'm going to lose the lady who took me in 1981. But you know what? I fucking went down there with honor, you know, and I'm happy I came back, and I'm happy that I became the man that I am today. You know, I got problems and shit. We all do. But I became a man. Whatever you guys may think of what the definition of a man is I'm really happy about that. It has made my fucking week. And I'll go down there again. You know, I'm prepared for a funeral now. I'm prepared for a wake, because I got to say what I wanted to say. You know, when I get the call that something happens to her, I'm sure I'll be a little upset, you know, but I'll keep it together because I got to be strong for the family. I got to be strong for the boys. I got to show them. Mike is a mess. He already lost his wife. So he's going to lose a wife and a mom within a fucking year. I wouldn't even want to fucking be him. I wouldn't even want to know what that fucking feels like. But it's a part of life. We all got to deal with it. And now I got to deal with it. I'm happy I got you guys so we could laugh. We could keep doing this fucking shit all the time. And I get this off my chest. This makes life a lot fucking easier for me to do this on a fucking podcast. Because my whole goal with the church and the joint was to never talk down to you guys. It was always to let you know that we all put our pants on one leg at a time. I just became a fucking comedian and I got lucky. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than anybody. We're all the fucking same. I was a criminal till fucking 20 fucking years ago. But you're never too big to fucking apologize. You're never too big to say thank you. You're never too big to let people know what they've done for you. I let people know what they've done for me. I thank them. I thank them. And I let them know it's sincerity and authenticity that I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And that's it, man. When I went to see Marilyn and I didn't know it was the last time I was going to see her. We had a little talk back and forth, and she said that to me. And in my world, between us, I took that as a direct message from God. Look, I stopped doing fucking blow. And look where I am 13 years later. I got a fucking life. I got a kid. I got a wife. And everything is all right. I'm not able to do stand-up right now. I don't know how I feel about stand-up. But when that comes back and I'm ready, I'll be ready. You'll see me out there. I'm getting all these offers and shit like that for stand-up. And this is what you guys don't understand. It takes 6 months for me to write an hour. I would love to lie to you guys and tell you, ha, 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 I could write an hour in 3 months and perform it. No, it doesn't. No, it don't. If you guys want me to go out, let me know. I'd love to go out. You know what? I'm 58. I could charge $40 and go out there and do an improvised fucking set and not give a fuck where the pieces fall and tell you motherfuckers to go fuck yourself. Any of you guys have known that have seen me tour in the last 10 fucking years, every time you saw me, my pride was that I showed up with new material. I showed up with at least 30 to 40 minutes of new fucking material. I didn't give you the same shit over and over again. And I'm very proud of that. When I was a stand-up, I took that very fucking seriously. I didn't go to the same areas every 8 months to hit you with the same jokes to make money. I could have done that. I could have came to your club twice in a year and milked you. And it could have been over with. Right now, I'm 58 years old. I could just set up a fucking tour tomorrow for $40, $50 tickets, have you guys come down. I could go up there and talk shit for an hour. I could talk shit for fucking an hour every day. Are you guys going to be happy with me? Not really. You're going to leave there going, fuck. Joe Rogan says this guy's a fucking savage. We just saw half a fag up there. We just saw some fucking wounded deer up there. That's why I'm not doing stand-up. I don't want to take your fucking money. For me to take your money to do that, that's not fair. But I could do that. I could set up a world tour if you like. I could go to Dayton. I could go to fucking Columbus. I could go to Chicago. I could go wherever the fuck you want. I don't have to work on anything. And I could just come, charge you $40. You guys will pay a $7 ticket charge because I don't care about you. And I'll just go up there and eat shit and not do anything after that. I could do that too. If you want me to do that, I could do that. That's not what I'm going to fucking do. I'm not going out till I work out, till I'm ready to go, and I know I have 50 to an hour that you guys are going to be proud to see. You guys are going to be proud to take a picture of me afterward. You're going to be proud. On top of that, I don't want to go out and sit in between fucking the room in the shows. Why go to a show if I can't see you motherfuckers? We haven't seen each other now in fucking a year since the pandemic, and however long before that, before I've been to your town. I think the last couple dates I did were Vegas, Tempe, Atlanta, San Francisco. I did in December with Dean after New Year's. I think I did New York City in December, so you guys haven't seen me in a while. And I did Miami for Thanksgiving and something before that date. Before that, you haven't seen me. But anytime I did a fucking show, The only place I felt I really fucking ate a bag of dicks in, there's only one city that I think I ate a bag of dick in. That's New Orleans, when I did it with Steve Simone in 2019. June 7th in 2019, that was not a good fucking show. I don't know what happened to me. I can name the shows. I got them written down in a fucking notebook. How about that for you? Because you guys know I journal everything. So after I get off stage, I will put fucking Columbus, Ohio, show 1, show 2, show 3, show 4, show 5. And I will write how I did. There's tons, you know, when I did a weekend in a comedy club, there would always be one show where I would just go off the deep end. Just on purpose, because guys kept coming. People would buy tickets for 2 nights. And I would go, why are you doing that? You're gonna see
the same material.
You're gonna see the same fucking material. That fucking kills me. As a comic, I would hate for you to come see me and go, you know what? We came to see this motherfucker 18 months ago, and he's talking about the same shit. This is a bust out. So I always wrote my set list out when I was, let's say I'm in Columbus fucking May of 2021. I won't write out the whole joke list, but I will write the jokes, you know, Gay Bob, sucking my dick with ice cubes in your mouth, you know, like I'll give you the bullet points so I know exactly when I come back to your town what not to touch on. You understand me? That's what a professional does. Who did I learn it from? Uncle Joey. Nobody else told me that. I just knew I didn't want you to pay $25. If you always notice, I kept my tickets low. I'm not in business to rip nobody off. I'm a thief by nature. But you guys, I pampered. I never fucking charged over $25. 30 maybe in a club, because the club was like, oh, you could get away with 30. But if I charged 30, I knew I had to fucking smoke in fucking hour. It's 25 for fucking me for the shows and 20 for workouts. That's fucking fair. You know, when I'm working out, if you want to give $20, that's nothing. $20 is nothing. I'll go up there and I'll still give you a great show. You're not going to know what you're going to get. Before I go on the road, I'd rather have a fucking solid hour so when you guys see me, you're happy. I'm not going to go on the road to a half fucking audience. It's not worth the aggravation. So when my leg heals up and I'm ready to fucking feel good again, between you and I, beside writing the book with Erica, we talked today and we talked yesterday and we talked Monday. We try to talk 4 days a week. We're trying to speed up this fucking book to get it out there to you. It's going to take a while. It's not going to just, you know, you just don't get a feather with some fucking ink and write a book out like this. You know, we talk every fucking day. And we make notes, and at night I make little fucking notes, and I send them to her, and at least we know what the fuck we're doing. You know, I'm trying to write. I've written, I'm not going to lie to you, I have written a couple of little jokes, just little ones, maybe 4 of them. They're not going to knock your fucking socks off. They're not going to blow you out of the water, but you got to start somewhere. And you know why I've written those jokes? I've been writing them because I think of them as I'm playing the guitar.
Dude, I tell you.
So do you understand me? For you to create, you have to be entertained. We go back to that frame of thought. I am entertaining myself with the guitar. And while I am playing the guitar, I have a notebook next to me and I write little things. It's because I'm goofing on myself while I'm playing the guitar. While I'm playing the guitar, I'm like, I am the worst guitar player in the fucking world. I know the beginning of Back in Black. I'm working on a little bit of Nutshell, which sounds horrible, on the fucking amp. And I'm working on a little bit of Brain Stew by Green Day. Dan, that's a motherfucker. I got to stretch the pinky. I got to do this one, the power chord. I don't know nothing. And like I told the teacher, I say, listen, my fingers have been practiced, you know. I'm not a pimp no more. My fingers, I haven't finger banged anybody in years. You know, when you have to stick your finger in a little monkey and then you have to work that pinky with the asshole, the whole fucking thing.
Get the tinfoil.
Yeah, I've been out of that fucking circuit for 20 fucking years. You know, I haven't fingered nobody. I got a wife now. I don't need to finger people. So, you know, sorry about that. I'm sorry to my wife. What I'm trying to say is when you got a wife, you don't need to finger people. You know what I'm saying? You just go right to the heart of the matter. So my fingering is off, is what I'm trying to say. Like, when I was fucking 30 and shit, and I was fingering chicks, 2-finger Louie with the pinky draw, you know what I'm saying? That's tremendous, because you're fingering them and you got that little pinky in them muffler, whether you go sideways or whatever. We shouldn't be discussing this, but what I'm trying to say is my fingers are out of the fucking loop.
Whack.
They're whatever the fuck
So I
you
got
call
you
it.
that little exercise.
So Mike got me the little fucking thing, and I've been working on that. But still, it's a dexterity on my fingers. Even for brain stew, it's like the fucking it's 3, 5, so it's 5, and
then
7.
Yeah,
and then a
gotta
pinky
stretch it.
too. Oh my god! And then I gotta go up to 3 and 5.
And they get wider as you
and
go
then
up.
2 and 3,
Yep.
and then 1 and 3, and then I go back to the E.
Yeah.
Right? Which is
That's
damn
easy.
it.
Yeah.
Right? So what the fuck you think you're dealing with? You guys think Uncle Joey's not doing his fucking homework. I'm doing my homework, bitches. I'm just work with me. When I'm ready, I will pick this guitar up and play it for you guys. I promise you, the first people to see me play the guitar will be Patreon, and the next will be you motherfuckers, okay? I promise you with all my heart. But I've been working on it, and I have been having a great fucking time. So I want to thank Mike. I want to thank a lot of you motherfuckers who have been so encouraging with the guitar. If I knew so many guitar people followed me, I would have done a guitar Patreon. Like $5, people exchange shit, let's have a fucking good time, videos. I just got to figure out a way to send fucking videos on there. I mean, you guys are great. And a lot of you guys have offered me help, offered me services and classes for free. I love you motherfuckers for it. Mike has offered, let me do this. This is what happened with jiu-jitsu. I took too much in, and in the end, I didn't know shit. Let me learn the basics from my teacher. Let me get the shit down. You know, I love doing it. I mean, I didn't know I was going to fall in love with it like I've been doing. Like, I could tell when I don't play the guitar that day.
Yeah, you're
Like, I could tell. Like, I could tell now.
Cigarette.
Like, what the fuck? Something's not right. So, you know, I played the other night when my daughter was here at dinner. My daughter was goofing at me. She's like, that don't sound like the song you were looking to play, Dad. I was playing AC/DC, Back in Black, and she's like, it's like Back in Gray, Dad. It's not Back in Black. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, my daughter's goofing on me. I don't need this shit in my life. But, hey, you got to have a sense of humor, and at least I'm having a great time. So thank you for all the people, for your encouragement. You know, I've had a couple people that said, go fuck yourself. You suck on the guitar. You know, go kill yourself, all that shit. But
all they saw was the Cocksucker Blues.
yeah, but that doesn't, no, they didn't even see Cocksucker Blues. They just hate, you know, they just hate. You know, you have no right to pick up the guitar. How are you going to put the guitar over your stomach? You know, everybody's always got
Jesus
some fucking
Christ.
remark. And for you motherfuckers who haven't noticed, Uncle Joey has been losing a little fucking weight, if you haven't noticed. There's one of the sweatshirts left over from the original fucking load when I made the t-shirts. They sent a bunch of sweatshirts. So I might as well wear something gray today. I didn't want to come up here with a blue little fucking t-shirt on again to wish you a happy Monday. It's Wednesday, bitch. The sky is great. No, it's a beautiful day outside in fucking Jersey. But, hey, I wanted to check in with you guys and tell you, look, I have guests now. I'm fucking trying, guys. I'm trying to go outside the normal. It's not like I've called Kate Quigley again and George Perez again and the same people I've had on the church and tried to shove them down your throat. I've gone out to a different fucking series of people just to let you know that we're trying here. This is called a hybrid podcast. Sometimes I'm going to come on. Sometimes I'm going to come on with a guest. And sometimes it's just going to be a fucking Zoom. How's that for you cocksuckers? I don't know. We're going to do it as we feel, as it comes along. But it's not like I'm bringing you fucking, I'm trying to bring you new blood, guys. You know, for me to show up with the same people out in the church over and over again would just be a disaster. I'm trying to fucking make this podcast fucking work. Thank you for the people, for all the encouragement on the podcast, on the joint. You know that we're trying. We're just trying something different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like this guest. A lot of people got mad at this guest. A lot of people got mad at this guest. Guys, this is free. I'm just trying to fucking do something to make your day go by a little easier. You don't make this rough on everybody. So enjoy what you get. Today, you got your Uncle Joey. I was missing you guys more than you were missing me. I saw some of the comments. You people like, how come you got to have a guest all the time? Okay, then. But Uncle Joey will make a comeback and say hello to you motherfuckers personally. What, you don't think I miss you motherfuckers? Sure, I miss you motherfuckers. I got a big week. She's got softball game on Saturday. She's got fucking batting practice tonight, the batting cages, you know. I got a couple things going on. I got an NFT card coming out pretty fucking soon. We're working on that for Patreon. I don't know if you guys like art.
The NFT things?
Yeah, the NFT card.
The crypto
stuff? Art. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta show me.
I'm going to show you a nice picture, and I'm going to have those for you motherfuckers. Maybe for $20 we'll sell them, keep them light, and so we're working on that. We're working on a couple things, and then we're working on me not getting a blood clot and fucking dying here. So, you know, now I don't know.
The most,
yeah, so I'll let you guys know on Monday what they said about the antibody test. See if I got any blood clots, but I think I'm all right. I've been riding the fucking bike every day. I fucking started walking to strengthen the knees, so I go to a ball field every day, and I fucking walk around a few times, and I get a little vitamin D. I wanted to switch it up a little bit now that the weather's nice. But that's it, and that's that, man. I'm happy that you guys got a chance to watch on Wednesday. I'm happy you guys are enjoying what we're doing here, what we're trying to do. And keep coming back and keep hanging out with us, man. You know I love you motherfuckers with all my heart. Whether it's Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I got you motherfuckers every week. You know, like I said in the beginning of this, I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you motherfuckers. And I'm just trying to push along. I hope you enjoy what we're doing here. We're trying our hardest, and the world's in a shit place right now. The more smiles, the better, man. So I love you motherfuckers. Have a great week. Thank you for watching this week, and we'll be back on Monday. I don't know if we're going to have a guest. I'll fucking surprise you, cocksuckers, all right? Stay black. Have a great week. And here's for a word from my motherfucking sponsors. Love you. Thank you very much for listening to the podcast today. Yes, you had your Uncle Joey for your fucking time today. No guest. I know half of you are happy. No more complaining. But before I go, I got to talk to you about two products. Number one, Onnit. The best when it comes to health. You understand me? Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech, New Mood. I love all three of them. The protein bites, the Alpha Brain powder. I mean, they have stuff that you don't even know, but you got to go there and read. The MCT oil. They have a coconut almond protein bar that is fucking tremendous. But it all starts with you going on it. They're going to have the semi-annual sale. May 3rd through the 16th of May. They can slash in prices. Get ready to drop a fucking load on it. This is your chance right now to work with a company to get the best products available to you. Alpha Brain, Nootropics, fucking tremendous. 100% money back guarantee, and they don't want the product. When a company does that, that's who I want to do business with. So do me a favor. Go to Onnit.com right now. Read. Take a look at what Shroom Tech has. They have smaller containers, big containers, whatever you need, they got. They're putting stuff in powder now, so you can put it in your water and just shake it up and work out with it. I mean, Onnit's doing great things, but it all starts with you. Go to Onnit.com right now. Read. You like something? Start with the Alpha Brain. Press in church and get 10% off delivered right to your fucking house, okay? The joint is also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. I love ZipRecruiter. You know why? Because let them play matchmaker so you don't have to read through 1,000 applications. You know how hard it is to find a good employee? It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. But guess what? ZipRecruiter will find it. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. 2.3 million businesses have already used ZipRecruiter. What are you waiting on? Yeah, you can post your job online or on a cork board at a coffee shop or some shit, but then you just got to sit there and hope the right person walks by, and what are the chances? Stop dreaming, smack yourself in the face, and try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Why? Because they do the work for you. One click and your job gets sent to over 100 of the top job sites. And here's where it gets crazy. Their matching technology hooks you up with the people with the right skills and experience that you need. Get quality candidates fast. Let them look for it. In fact, ZipRecruiter is that effective that 4 out of 5 employees will get a quality candidate within the first day. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So right now, today, you can try ZipRecruiter for your business, whether it's small or large, at ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Try it for free just by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Joey. Save time, money, and energy. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. I want to thank all you guys this week. Onnit, ZipRecruiter, CBD Lion, who's having their 420 sale. Don't forget to click on their link next Tuesday. They're going to blow your mind. I want to thank everybody who supported us. I want to thank my man Alessandro, who was on Monday. Go give it a watch. And that's it, cocksuckers. Have a great weekend. Uncle Joey loves you. And we'll be back Monday morning. Tip top Magoo. I love you, cocksuckers. Stay black. Have a good weekend.